When it comes to collecting, first and last are always important coins no matter what series you're talking about. And that holds especially true when you're talking about coins as iconic as the Morgan silver dollars. The Morgan silver dollar was struck from 1878 until 1921 during its initial run, and it was struck at 4 major United States mints: Philadelphia, San Francisco, Carson City, and our nation's only southern mint down in New Orleans. The New Orleans mint would only strike coins until 1904, with those coins from 1904 being some of the most sought after in the entire series. We recently came across a small number of these coins in stunning, uncirculated condition despite being more than 120 years old now. The Morgan Silver Dollar series is seeing a resurgence in popularity thanks to the release of new coins in 2021 and 2023. But one thing many collectors noticed when those coins came out in 2021 was that the New Orleans mint mark coin was not actually a mint mark. It was a privy mark. And that's because the New Orleans Mint shut their doors a long time ago with no intention of ever opening them again. So that means this coin still holds the special status of being the final Southern Mint silver dollar in the Morgan Dollar series history. This stunning coin is item number 905-1350. That's 905-1350. And at just $69.95 for each of our coins tonight, we are more than $105 less than our nearest competition's price of $175 for a true uncirculated silver dollar from 1904. You can give us a call at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't want to use the phone tonight and would rather use your computer, that's totally fine. You can head on over to our website. It is abccoins.com. And then once you're there, click the search bar that you see on the page and type into that search bar 905-1350. It's 905-1350 to grab an iconic coin in the Morgan Dollar series, the final silver dollar struck with the O mint mark, the real O mint mark from 1904. More than 120 years old and still in uncirculated condition for more than $105 less than our nearest competitor's prices. Now, in 1904, the New Orleans Mint would only strike 3.72 million total Morgan dollars. And for some context, the average for the New Orleans Mint, despite all of their production issues that were quite well noted, they still typically made about 7.1 million a year. So 3.7 million was well below what they usually made. That's why out of all 26 coins struck at the New Orleans Mint in the series, the 1904 came in at number 6 in terms of mintage rarity, which is unique in and of itself because typically when we talk about the last year of issue for a silver dollar, that tends to be one of the highest mintages in the entire series. But the New Orleans Mint was always the red-headed stepchild of the Morgan Silver Dollar family. And that's in large part due to its status as the hand-me-down mint. And that was a nickname given to it by collectors due to the fact that all of the coin dies and presses they used to strike the Morgan Dollar coming secondhand. All of them were first used in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and even some of the fabled Carson City Mint dies were sent over to New Orleans to be used. This resulted in the New Orleans Mint strike being some of the worst in the entire Morgan Dollar series. Even the best looking silver dollars from New Orleans cannot hold a candle to the beauty struck by the Old Granite Lady in San Francisco. And as a result, when it came time for the melting down of these coins after the 1918 Pittman Act, the rule of thumb when it came to melting was the last coin struck should be the first coin sent in. And when it came time to choose between coins from the same time period, we're always going to choose the ones that we know to have a poor strike quality because they're melting them down for their silver content. The actual visual appeal of the coin did not matter as much, so the New Orleans ones were destroyed pretty heavily. Add in the regular wear and tear and just diminishment of mintages over time, and you end up with just a fraction of the entire mintage still known to exist today. Across NGC and PCGS, They have a combined population of 316,824 coins. And that's every single grade they had, from the VGs all the way up to stunning MS64s and 5s. When you compare it to the 3.7 million coins they struck in the original mintage, it's just 1 in every 12 coins, or less than 8.5% of the entire mintage. And remember, its status as the last coin in the series already meant that collectors were going to be hanging on to it more often than other coins. And even then, you're talking about less than 8.5% of the entire mintage. That's why this coin retails for $175 with our competition in uncirculated condition. More than $105 less than their price at just $69.95. And to just put into perspective how long ago these coins were struck, because we all hear 120 years, but sometimes attaching dates and events to it helps you realize how old we're really talking. 1904 was the year that America would buy the land that the Panama Canal would eventually exist in for just $10 million. Pretty good investment if you know how much we pushed through that canal to this day. It was also the first year that the first underground subway opened in New York City, something many of us consider synonymous with NYC. It was also the first year that they ever dropped the ball in Times Square for New Year's Eve. And to really put it in perspective, this silver dollar was struck the same year we invented the ice cream cone. That's how iconic and truly old these silver dollars are. They are living, breathing pieces of not only United States, but American history. They're so sought after today, a heavily circulated coin with our competition is going to cost you at least $136. We are almost half their price at $66 less for a true uncirculated silver dollar. At more than 120 years old, and $105 less than our competition's uncirculated pieces, and $66 less than their heavily circulated pieces, these coins are not going to last long. And that deal of $69.95 is only going to be for tonight. So please make sure you give us a call now while you still can. It's 1-866-518-5933. And it's the 1904 New Orleans Mint silver dollar in beautiful uncirculated condition. Item number 905-1350. Again, that's 905-1350. If you're waiting to speak to one of our operators, please don't hang up. We're going to get to you as soon as we can. You do not want to miss out on your chance to own this stunning, last of its kind silver dollar. But that being said, with the phone lines as backed up as they are, we do have to move on. Let's see what we have coming up next.